Okay, cool. I will get started. And I know this is a quick lightning talk, but I'm going to talk about SliceOSM, which is a new OSM US community project. This is a project I've been working on actually for a couple of years, but I only recently moved it under the OSM US umbrella. So what is SliceOSM? Well, if you go to the OSM US website, there's all these awesome projects. But what it's been missing is a way to download OpenStreetMap. And I think that's like kind of a really fundamental goal of a lot of people that want to use the data. There's options like a planet file from osm.org, which is like 80 gigs, or there's some static extract sites, or there's Overpass. But those are all like, maybe some of them are too small, too big, too hard to use. So what SliceOSM is a point and click UI to download fresh OSM data, and fresh means up to the minute, and for any custom area. So I can go to Boston, I can draw a rectangle around Boston because that's where state of the map is this year. And I just get an OSM PBF file. This works for anywhere in the world, not just the US, but just to give you a tour of different places and different shapes. You can draw any shape. So you can draw a triangle shape, like a slice of pizza for New York, or you can go deep dish if you're in Illinois, or even square in Michigan, or even Rhode Island pizza. Okay, kind of an elongated rectangle there. Sure. And even in Missouri, where you cut the pizza. So some of them are square, some of them are round. Okay. Anyways, the point is you can make any shape you want, and it's all fresh data. So this used to be called Protomaps Extracts and was under that URL for a while. And because of the new community project program, I've moved it under the OSM US URL, and it's all open source and on GitHub now. Open source backend. There's a couple of historical websites for doing the same thing that I'm inspired by, like Metro Extracts and MapZen. As a new community project, it's also supported with a server on AWS by the Open Data Program. And there's also a new GitHub organization where the code is. Tech details, static front end, supports 100 million nodes at once, uses MapLibre, Americana, Terra, Draw, and there's no API keys. So please be gentle if you're gonna make API calls. And looking for people to contribute, especially related to the UI and front end. Maybe if you have some ideas for how you want to use this, make it more useful. Talk on Slack in the dev channel or on GitHub. Cool. So I'm going to swing it over to Jake, I think, who's going to talk about community projects. I don't know if I need to stop presenting. Yeah.
No, yeah. If you could just keep the slides up, I'll just tell you in advance. Thanks.
Sure.
Yeah. So Slice is an OpenStreetMap US community project. And what that means is that it's a project that's officially affiliated with OpenStreetMap US. This is a new program that we started just a few months ago to support these kinds of small grassroots open source software projects that are really the lifeblood of the OpenStreetMap software ecosystem. We want to see those projects grow and flourish, and so we want to support them. So if you have a software project that provides ongoing value to the OpenStreetMap community, that is free and open source, is actively maintained, and isn't already organized in some kind of legal structure, then you can apply to be an OSM US community project. Being an OpenStreetMap US community project has several benefits. You can go to the next slide, Brandon. First of all, you get affiliation with OpenStreetMap US. We're an official US registered 501c3 nonprofit, and we're also an official local chapter of the OpenStreetMap Foundation. So having those kinds of affiliations can be beneficial if you're looking to apply for grants to support your development of your project, or raise money from donors and things like that. You also get greater visibility within the OSM community. We like to promote our community projects on our channels and blog and things like that. So if you think your tool is useful and you want to reach a wider audience, this is a great way to do that. You can also connect with our network of partners. We have ongoing relationships with governments, corporate partners, other nonprofits. And our goal there is to extend the reach and the impact of the OpenStreetMap project. And so if those kinds of connections would be beneficial to extending the impact of your open source project as well, you might be able to leverage those connections. And finally, you get free usage of certain OSM US run services like our vector tile service. And you also get some financial support, up to $25 a month to cover things like domain name registration, cloud hosting, any other ongoing expenses you might have. So if that sounds something that you'd be interested in for your project, or if you know someone who runs a project that might be interested in this, you can check out this link on the openstreetmap.us website to learn more about the program and apply. And that's it about community projects. So I think unless Brandon has any closing thoughts, I will pass it back to Ming and we'll move on to the next talk, which is also a community project I'm looking forward to. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the talk. And I'm getting hungry already over here, Pacific time.